The public speaking competition was established by Bishop Lyons in 1947, who was the Bishop of Christchurch at that time. The competition is between the 7 Catholic secondary colleges in the Christchurch diocese. The victory is highly coveted. The event also involves debating, prepared speeches, improv speeches, te reo Māori, scripture reading, and religious questions. Not only is the competition intense and the standards superb, it is also a wonderful opportunity for the young men and women and also the staff from the competing colleges to socialise. Bishop Lyons was cancelled in both 2020 and 2022 under COVID restrictions. Many of us had little experience and understanding of the tournament. What we did know was that our coaches were ready for a massive campaign. We were only given 4 weeks to prepare for the speeches and the topics, so it was an intense time for team building, rehearsing and editing. All of us felt it was best to speak from the heart like a true SCC student. Our first day was the Friday of Athletics Day. We started on the beach of the Pacific Ocean. We baptized Eddie, our mascot, and took time to reflect on our journey of preparation and on the brothers who have left SCC before us and never got a Bishop Lyons tournament. Any victory this weekend would be for them too. The minivan survived the journey over the Alps and we made it to the Tasmanian Sea. We also remembered the previous coaches and staff who led a campaign in the past, especially Miss Gaffney and Miss Kieran. John Paul II College is in Greymouth. The coasting college this year, it's small but it is a big community focus of its own. Kaya spoke on behalf of the Manuhiri in the Mihi Whakatau, not only representing St. Thomas but also our other brothers and sisters from other schools. We sang together and became one. It was great to meet so many other fellow competitors from other schools, who have now become close friends. The first big event is called Improv Speech. Callahan had 2 minutes to write a speech and then perform it to a massive audience. The topic was about siblings. It was tough for CJ, an only child, to share on this, but he spoke from the heart and represented the college with style. CJ proved that no matter what he had, all of his words were from the heart. Our debaters were Thin Clark, Will Hodgson, and Campbell Buck. Lost narrowly to St. Bede's, but then demolished Marion. We placed 4th overall, and this was also news for our campaign. Losing to Bede's by 1 point. That must have stung for the St. Bede's boys. We got points on the scoreboards. The boys proved that the true saints are the boys from St. Thomas. Keegan Verster was our junior prepared speaker. He won first place and wowed the crowd with his ideas, his energy and confidence. More points were given to us on our scoreboard. We knew he would do great because he worked so hard and was so easy to coach, listening, editing, revising, and rehearsing daily. Keegan didn't only lead with the win, but multiple phone numbers. Keegan also aimed to compete every year for Bishop Lyons, following in Dan's footsteps. I was trusted with the senior prepared speech. I was speaking on behalf of many people on many different life journeys. The audience connected and some were moved to tears. I was humbled to be placed first for speaking my truth in front of 6 other schools, and added more points to the scoreboard for the college. Being my first year at Bishop Lyons, I cannot explain how honoured I was to represent not only myself but the brothers who came before me. On Saturday night, we attended Mass at the local St. Patrick's Catholic Church, and then we had a massive dinner together. CJ brought us all closer by organising a football game. It was really fun watching all the schools come together and have fun on the football field, and a break from the hectic and stressful competition. People from other schools started talking us up to win the whole competition, which was really nice but also added to the nerves. P.S. John Paul II sure know how to throw a good cookout. Sunday morning, Kaya Wipanata read a Bible story in Te Reo about how St. Peter's was a trailblazer in defending his faith. Kaya was really powerful in his reading and incredibly personable in his Q&A afterwards, leaving the audience with a better understanding of the big unit we called Kaya. P.S. Kaya called himself that. The judges were to his authentic personal response and placed him fourth. which added more points to our campaign. Kaya also moved others with the power and the personal meaning behind his words and connected with the audience. The scoring is really important. Let's remember why the weekend existed. To award the best speakers with trophies and the best colleges with points. After Kaya's competition, only 2 colleges could win the shield. It was us versus Beads. We found out quickly that we had more allies in the crowd than we thought. The final event is the biggest event of the day, like debating. However, it was our religious question competition team. The points are worth big points. Moni Avia led this team, flanked by Seamus Gallagher, a seasoned Bishop Lyons competitor, and Afa Apulu, our secret weapon. Unlike other schools, our boys started with a prayer before going up and showing the true meaning of being an SCC student while still connecting to the document they were questioned on. They answered questions with authentic and real-world ideas that connected hearts and minds. They were natural leaders on the stage. They won first place, which boosted us to winning the overall competition. Pure shock ran through our team that day, and it was evident. To be honest, our team couldn't believe we won. For example, Mr. Kennedy didn't even know what had happened and had to ask Mr. Baker if the shield was really ours. Miss Shield gave out hugs, and Mr. Fogarty smiled like a wise old kung fu master seeing his students succeed his own achievements. Mr. Hart did or did not cry, we'll never know. But let's just say there's no sad faces at Bishop Lyons, other than Beads. So many people congratulated us. The drive home was a chance to sing, to laugh, and celebrate the great memories of our super weekend. Thank you to Mr. Hart for supporting us all weekend and believing in us, and Mr. Kennedy for managing the whole team. Miss Shields for coaching the debaters, Mr. Kawinger for coaching the scripture reader, Mr. Baker for coaching the religious questions team, and Mr. Fogarty, an SCC man, for coaching the improv, junior and senior speakers.